further ado, welcome to Soaring Sounds. Everyone, please go ahead and mute your mics. In fact, I will just go ahead and mute everyone in the participants here. Sounds like that's sort of working. So, awesome. Welcome. Tonight, we are paying another visit to riffing, which is basically vocal agility. So that's really what we're after, is just loosening up the voice and kind of freeing some stuff. But I want to make sure we start with a good foundation. So the way we're going to work is just a general warm-up to start, and we're going to get into some contemporary stuff, and then I'm going to work with you on some riffing patterns and show you how to put them into a song. And then we're going to use them at the end of the month in the song I chose for this month, which will remain a secret unless you can figure it out from the riffs that I throw in here tonight, and until the last meeting of the month. So lots of hype building up. All right, to start out, let's kind of chill things out a bit. We are going to do a ragdoll stretch, which basically just means your head is going to go towards the floor. I'm going to demonstrate it seated today. So you can just kind of let your head get heavy, and you bend over your legs just as much as you can, and just really feel your arms weigh you down. Shake the head no, and slowly nod the head yes, just very deliberately feeling flexion and extension in the spine. And then when you stop, you just hang for a second and take a deep breath in and feel the spine straighten as you breathe in. And before you fill up, release it out and round further again. Maybe one more of those on your own. In and out. And then just as you're ready, definitely not too quickly, you can come right on up. Inhaling or exhaling very intentionally as you come up is a good way to not get a head rush, so that's kind of nice. And then we'll start with a hum, but we're going to move through this one pretty quickly. Usually you spend a lot of time on humming and semi-occluded vocal tract exercises. We'll save that for another session a month away or so. Today we're just going to do a hum, and we're going to kind of take it for a ride. So first we want to experiment with the types of hums. So let's do a very sort of thin, tight hum on just kind of a random middle note. Everyone can kind of live around the same space, or you can be higher or lower, whatever you like. Ready? And awesome. You keep the same dynamic and really open the space so it's very cartoony like this, and go ready? Soft. Yeah, really, really nice. You can choose either of those to start with, the really thin one or the really open one. And then we're just going to take it for a ride. First down, maybe a little bit, and then up as high as you can go, and then kind of meet back in the middle somewhere. So it's going to kind of do one of these type of things. So here we go. Ready? Take that home for a ride. Yeah, very good. And everyone, just to kind of have fun with this, we're going to twist gently one side and the other side and try the hum like that. Here we go. And yeah, awesome. You can kind of come back to the middle, and we're going to go on ma, e, and we'll start here. So you can be in this octave, or you can be down here. But gradual movement is what we're looking for here. Ready? And cool. Let's try it down lower. Ready? And we'll try it up higher. Ready? And cool. And we will go on this pattern, just very easy. Ready? And go. Good, everyone. Open your mouth real wide and take a long inhale for 8 counts. And breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, release. Cool, yeah, if you're yawning, you're like me, which is great. Nice lowering of the larynx, raising of the soft palate. It's real nice. Now try ooh and breathe in for 8 counts. Ooh and breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release. Good. So really chilled out that breath. Try to keep the chilled out breath through the rest of this if possible. We're going to do nice easy slides on, we'll start here. Ooh, or ooh, whichever is more comfortable. I will obviously be in the lower octave today. Ready? And breathe. Then we'll go in this pattern. Ready? And to help us out. If you put your hands on your shoulders like so, and you take a breath in that's nice and slow, you should gently feel those elbows lift. Like that. You might feel your spine straight and the elbows lift. And so when you do that, if you just kind of keep the arms moving in the same direction as you go to sing, you get kind of this nice flow about it. So sort of like, ooh. Ready? And and like all good crutches, it's meant to be dropped, so go ahead and drop it and try that again. Ready? And one more just for fun. Good, quite enough stretching for tonight. We're going to move it on to some contemporary stuff. So can everyone make an N sound with the mouth really open on ready? And big, boomy, open. We're going to go on this pattern, and it's helpful if you can kind of do the upper octave, but if you need to jump down, you can. So we're going to be here. Starting fairly low on ready? And go. Starting with that nice open end that we found and trying to sort of keep it the same as we did on Ma Yi before, going into no way, so it gives kind of a call. Ready? And no way. Good. We're going to disturb your neighbors. Ready? And no way. And no way. And if you really want to call it out, like this. Ready? And no way! Good, now that everyone's wide awake, we're going to mix it down. So everyone do a siren from ooh to ah, top to bottom like this. Ooh, ah. Ready? And ooh, ah. Yeah, very cool. One more of those on your own. And ooh. And now we're going to find the nastiest vowel you can imagine, going nya, 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 nya. Everyone try that. Nya, 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 nya. So it's like nya, 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 nya. So sort of like that, only we're going to do it on this pattern. Nya, 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 nya. Ready? And go. Nya, 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 nya. Nya, 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 nya. Try is you can do what I call smushy face. Nya, 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 nya. Kind of get your face a massage while you're doing it. Ready? And go. Nya, 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 nya. Nya, 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 nya. Nya, 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 nya. Maybe your face isn't the thing getting in the way. Maybe it's your breath. So you can kind of do a twist, twist, twist as you do it. So like nya, 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 and go. Nya, 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 nya. Nya, 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 nya. cool, everyone. Are we ready to loosen it up and get into some riffing? First, we want to get the wobble going, which is an exercise by the pedagogue Stephen Smith that I really enjoy. And we'll do it in separate octaves, so you can take the lower octave if the top one's uncomfortable, and it's just pretty much like... Then it goes really fast. So just try it on ah. Ah. Ready? Ah, and breathe. See, that feels like Tarzan, but that's okay. So now try maybe starting from the top note and ending on the top note. Ready? And go. Yeah, good job. Now, it wouldn't be fun if I didn't put a beat to it. So here we go. We're going ready and go. Start up high, ready and go. And start here, ready, go. And start here. Oh, sorry, start higher. Ready? And so hopefully you haven't zigged too much when you're supposed to zag, but things should be feeling kind of loose. So now, the types of riffs we're going to explore can be built in 3 different ways. One is a pentatonic scale, which is do, re, mi, sol, la. So it's this type of a scale. I see the kitty's probably going to riff with us as well. So Pound Cake's going to riff in his little helmet. So we're going to start on the top and just try very easy, along with our beat. 1 note per beat. 1, 2, and we're going to go like this. Just to really feel that scale. We can all kind of be in the same octave. Ready? And good. Now we're going to do 2 notes per beat. So it'll be like... Ready? Here we go. And good. Try that one again. And last one. And yeah, now we're gonna double time that. So we can all try that. Ready? And now can we do it with a beat? Ready? And here we go. Ready? And here we go. 1 and more. So we're getting up there, but as you see, if you keep it loose, it just kind of flies out because you're not holding that top note. You're just letting it slide off. Other ways you can riff that we're not going to get into too much is instead of going, you can take this and make it minor, which means you're actually going to sort of move it up 3 half steps and then kind of start in a different place. So you can kind of do that and get, instead of going, getting this, you can get a, and then if you really want to change it up, you can get, adding a blue note on the 5th scale degree. So that's always kind of fun. Let's all kind of try that one. So it goes, ready, and go. And double time. Fast as you can. Ready, and go. Yeah. Now, as you can hear faster, it's not quite as stanky on that blue note. So it's kind of fun to do slow riffs as well as fast riffs. But, as I promised, we're going to do a whole lot of patterns, starting with some very, very easy stuff. Riffs are best done in groups of 3. So if it felt really unnatural to do 5 notes, That's because it's meant to be 6 notes instead of 5 notes, groups of 3. So to just start out, it's just like the very first 3 notes. And we'll stick with this key. And it's just going to be 3 notes together, just like, ah, ready? And, ah. Pretty easy, right? So you can sort of spice that up by adding like a hold on the first note and going down. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ah, ready? And ah. So you kind of get that, like instead of ah, it's like extends it out. But if you re-articulate the first one, instead of just going ah, 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 you keep the motion in it. Ah, ready? And ah, right here. And ah, ah. And then if you want to change it up, you can, instead of starting on this key, you can start on the second key, on re, on the second degree, and go ah. So it's like this. See how it's groups of 3 still. Ah, let's try it. Ready? And ah. Good. If you feel yourself getting stuck, the 2 things I like to go to are this, ah, or doing the twist, ah, because usually articulators or breath is getting in the way. So if you're not loose when you're doing this, you might just have to kind of chill out for a minute and then come back to it. So let's do 2 more of these guys. Instead of going ah, ah, you can start on the 5th and go ah. Give it a try. And ah. So again, groups of 3. Try one down here. Ready? And ah. And last one here. And ah. And then of course you don't want to leave out that lonely 6th degree, so it can have kind of a, so this kind of a pattern of ah. So you re-articulate that degree. So you get da da dum da da dum. Ready? And ah. Cool. Try it here. Try it here. Ready? And ah. And then try one here. Ah. And then if you really want to get into it, you can just kind of do a pentatonic scale in groups of 3. Ah. And give it a try. Ready? And ah. Yeah. So it's kind of fun to play around with that. Now, how you build this into songs you sing is it's best if there's a pickup note. So a note before a strong beat, you can kind of add a little bit before the note to kind of fill in one of those, and you can choose any of these 6 riffs that I did here, or you can add it to the end of the phrase. So those are the kind of the 2 classic ways to mess with this. We probably all know the song Yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. So we all know that song, but you can kind of spice it up like this. Yesterday. So that's that first one we did, yesterday. Now this is one of the ones we did later. Let's see if I can actually get it right. Love was such an easy game to play. So you can kind of hear how that riff fits in there. Then we have, now I need a place to hide away. So you see how that fits in? And then this is cool. So an oh, I believe, you can fit one in on the O because it's a pickup to I, right? So you can kind of go, oh, I believe. You can kind of get a 2-for-1 there, right? And then this is a cool one. In yesterday. You can get the last one we got. So it's kind of fun to play around with adding that to your songs, which we're totally going to do when we get to the end of the month. So try to stick that in your mind. Again, as a review, we have, we'll do it in this key. We have, your first one is, ah, everyone try it. ah. Then your second one is, ready? And ah. Then we have the turnaround one. Ready? And ah. Then we have the one that starts on the 5th degree. And ah. And then we have the one that kind of stays higher. Ready? And ah. And then we have the weird drawn out one. Ready? And ah. Good. Everyone who wants to unmute and try that one together, I think it will be loads of fun. I invite you to unmute. Ready? Here we go. And ah. Yeah, so that's super fun. Cool. Thanks, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you don't mind that we ran a couple minutes over here, but I feel like it was useful just to kind of loosen things up and keep it free, and hopefully this is a little easier to follow than the last one. So stay tuned for more.